Happy 4th, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great time. I just came in from outside. We've been out all day in the backyard cooking and barbecuing. Uh, one of um, one of my boys or men decided to treat us today and took charge. You know, when you're doing some of these things and when your kids are small and they're watching, when they grow up, they want to take over. That's what I'm seeing. And one of them took over, took charge, and was on this grill, throwing it down all day. We had an amazing time, you know. And this evening, I wanted to hop on this live to wish everyone a beautiful, beautiful fourth. I know you're already having an amazing day. People already had their barbecues. I'm sure people are already ready to go to fireworks or they're in fireworks already. And I wanted to ask us one question, but before I continue, I'm Bernadine, the connector. Some of you already know me, but if you don't, I am Bernadine, the connector. I help everyday people, moms, dads, professionals earn online. I connect people to online opportunities to earn extra stream of income. That's what I do. That's what I love to do because it has changed my life, and I'm trying. I derive joy in also uplifting other families to do the same. So, the topic we have to do today is about freedom. You guys know that we are celebrating freedom. We are super grateful to the brave men and women who fought for our freedom. You know, imagine if they didn't do everything, if they didn't take all the actions they took and secured this freedom for us 250 years ago. Imagine what could have happened. But they took it upon themselves and went all the way out and secured freedom for us. And we are super, super grateful for that. And my question today, and which is also the topic of our discussion, is what does freedom mean to you? We are celebrating the freedom that we got. Now, these are human beings like us, got this huge freedom for us because they took massive actions. Now it is our turn. It is our turn to also deliver our individual families from whatever bondage that is holding them down. Is it financial bondage that is holding them down? It is our responsibility to deliver our families from that. Is it time constraint that we have to work so many hours and we don't even have time to spend quality time with our loved ones? That could be what the bondage is. It is our responsibility now that we are living to deliver our families from that. So that is the topic of our discussion today. What does freedom mean to you? Freedom means different things to different people, and we are here to break it down. So, like I mentioned a little earlier, for myself, for so many years, I'm in healthcare industry, and I know what working long hours mean. I worked as a nurse, as a registered nurse for over, I don't even know how long, over 20 years, and as a nurse practitioner in the past 6 years. And I can tell you what burnout means. I can tell you what long shifts mean. I can tell you what not having your own time to yourself mean. It's something the life that I have lived. And as a mom and a professional, I know the pain, I know the guilt you feel when you are not able to attend your children's things, when you're not even present at dinner, when someone has a birthday and you have to go to work, when you have to live on a Thanksgiving dinner, you are not even there. I just cannot. I can go and on and on and on. I know what that means, and I also understand truly what it means to struggle with bills. I truly understand what that means. Those are different types of bondages that we find ourselves. So that is how it was until I found this golden opportunity and I took massive action. And that's when I talk about massive action. There is action, there is massive action. Action is When you respond to something, probably you respond to it a little lukewarm. But massive action is when you go all the way in. When you go all the way in without even understanding, without even being sure, because nobody is really sure, honestly. It doesn't matter what you do. Whatever you do, nobody's like 100% sure of whatever the staircase is, even before they embark on anything, whether on any career or on any business or anything. But still, massive action is needed. So until I took that massive action, and the rest is history. Sometimes I look back and I can't even believe it. I can't even believe the amount of freedom I have created for myself. I can't even believe it. It is a whole new life altogether. That is why I want to make this discussion, especially today that we are celebrating freedom, that other brave men and women who took massive action, super massive action, secured for us. America is a great country. It is a beautiful country. It is a country that welcomes people from even other countries. Like myself, I wasn't even born in the US, but here I am in the US, living freely as an American citizen, have a good job, enjoying life without any restrictions. This wouldn't have been possible if individuals did not take massive actions. So that is why I am here to applaud them, to thank them and thank their families, and bring also to limelight the responsibility that falls on us as individuals, as adults who are living now in this present age. It is now, the onus falls on us to rescue our families, to also provide that freedom for our individual families, for ourselves too. So that is the point of discussion today. And how do we do that? That is the next question. How do we even go about providing that freedom for ourselves and our families? People are looking for flexibility. People are trying to take ownership of their own lives. People are trying to work on their own terms. People are trying to earn on like people are trying to have earnings that are limitless. Let me put it like that. People are finally trying to get paid what they're worth instead of having a cap or having someone else decide how much you're worth. Those days are gone. So that is what freedom looks like to me. It looks like flexibility, being able to have control over my time, being able to do things when I want to do it without shaking about bills, without being so worried about looking at, maybe you're trying to book a flight to somewhere, you're trying to go with your family, and then you're worried if you do it, are you going to still be able to take care of this bill or the other bill? We need to deliver ourselves from stuff like that. So that is what I am talking about. How do we do that? We do that by learning new skills. If you are an engineer, if you are a teacher, I'm talking about by training. If you are a nurse, if you are a caterer, whatever your background is, if you are a stay-home mom, it doesn't matter who you are or what your background is. We have to deliver ourselves from monotony. And when I say financial monotony, focusing on one thing and saying, okay, this is just one paycheck that I'm getting and that's it. Nope. You have to learn other skills. This is the time to do it. Yes. And I don't want to hear that you're too old, you're too young. None of those things matter. You have to learn some new skills. And it's super doable. These things are user friendly. These things are beginner friendly. But it is on you to make that decision. It is on you to begin to change your mindset, to change your mindset from an employee mindset to an entrepreneur mindset. Yes, I keep saying it because at this time and age, we are so lucky that we are living at this time. We have so many opportunities within our own reach. So it is now our responsibility as adults to leverage those opportunities, to learn some new skills, and do what? And be able to deliver our families and provide freedom to our individual families. Because like I said, brave men and women 250 years ago went extra mile to provide freedom for us as a country. And today we are enjoying that freedom. We are celebrating. We are eating and dancing and doing everything. Guess what? We also have some work to do. We also have responsibilities to do. We have responsibilities for our individual families to deliver them, to free them from any kind of bondage that they are in. It is our responsibility to free them from financial bondage, to free them from time constraint, to free them from inflexibility, to free them from all that. So it is our job to do it. How do we do that? We're going to do that by learning new skills. There are so many things out there, especially digital skills. That is hot fire. That is on fire as we speak. Yes, that is the oil of today as we speak. Thousands of men and women all over the world are leveraging that. Why not you? Honestly, look at your screen time. You spend about 2-3 hours on the screen, scrolling, watching other people succeed, watching how people dance, watching how people cook. All those are good. But it is time for you to get in the game. It is time for you to take massive action. I put it in parentheses, massive action is required. You have to take that. That massive action is what? Getting out of your comfort zone. Like me, I'm a nurse. I get out of my comfort zone because growth doesn't happen on comfort zones. Growth happens on areas that are unfamiliar. I get out of my comfort zone. My comfort zone is the healthcare system. That's my background. That's what I've been doing all my life. But I get out of that comfort zone because I realized that things have changed. I realized that so many things have changed. The economy have changed. The jobs have changed. Technology have taken over almost the world. AI has taken over some of the jobs. That is the reality. That is the reality. So because that is the reality, how do we respond to that? That is the question. Do we just sit in the sideline and continue to watch other people succeed and until it closes up on us? That's not what we are going to do. We are going to open our eyes, shine our eyes, and look around and say, what is going on? What is all this digital stuff going on? I want to learn about it. Start a conversation, send a DM, inquire for more information. And you'll be so surprised how user-friendly these things are, how beginner-friendly these things are. If somebody like me can do it, believe me, you can do it too. You know, and you create for yourself extra streams of income for your family and create that freedom for your family. That is why I'm making this live today, because today we are celebrating freedom that other people have created. That's what we are enjoying. Now, your whole family depend on you to break poverty cycle. That is the kind of freedom also that we can provide. So I know that it is the desire of every parent, of every adult, to create that for their family. But if you're not taking any action with it, then it's not going to work. If you're not taking action, you're still in wishing, in the level of wishes. You know, because first of all, you wish something, you dream it. And when you dream it, you continue to wish every day. You're wishing and wishing and wishing. It's never going to come to fruition. You have to take some bold steps. You have to take some tangible steps. Take some massive action. Make inquiries. It's not going to cost you anything. Make inquiry. Ask questions. Begin to ask questions. Because you know what happens when you create extra for yourself. You create options. Opportunity gives you options. You know, you are not stuck in one place. It gives you options because things are coming in from right, front, and center. You're not worried so much about how you're going to do this and that. Especially people who live in diaspora. Individuals who came from other countries living in diaspora. Life is not very easy for them. You know, people may think that life is super easy for them. It's not. Why? Because they are faced with the reality of how much they have to work to be able to address all the bills that are facing them, to be able to take care of this kids in college, to be able to take care of bills, to be able to maintain their social life, to be able to take care of their family back home, to be able to support charity. You know, it's so many things that needs to be done. And that's where I come in. The reason why I come in is that it is something that I have seen and believe. They say seeing is believing. And I'm going to continue to talk about it. I feel the nudge. I feel the obligation. I feel that I'm obligated to continue to talk about this so that individuals who doesn't know will know. So let today be a wake-up call for all of us today that we are celebrating freedom, let it be a wake-up call for us. Since all these men and women, brave men and women, fought for us 250 years ago and secured freedom for a whole country, like all of us are enjoying it. Even people who don't even come from US, immigrants. I am an immigrant too, living in the US. I'm originally from Nigeria. I'm currently in the US, enjoying freedom that these men and women fought for us. I am super grateful, and I thank them and thank them and thank their families for the sacrifice they have made. But guess what? Like I said, we are now living. We have the responsibility to deliver our individual families from bondage, from financial hardship. It is our job to do that. It is our responsibility to do that. And we're not going to do that by doing the same old, same old. Same old, same old. What happened is that we get the same results. We are going to do that by learning something new, by pivoting, by looking around, seeing what is going on, getting in the game, getting involved, asking questions, and begin to make inquiries. Start researching some of these opportunities. I don't ask anyone to jump on something they don't know. It's a good idea to research, because that's what I did. When I started, I was skeptical because there's so many things going on online. Everybody's scared, and I don't blame no one. But I encourage everyone to research, make some research, try to find out what you don't know, because what you don't know, you don't know. So I was skeptical when I started an online business, but I did my research. And what did I find? I found that this business is legitimate. It is tax registered in over 24 countries, and you don't even have to be tech savvy to start it. That is the best part. And at the same time, you're not doing it alone. They have an amazing community that supports you every step of the way. That is the beauty. That is why I am totally sold. So I encourage you, if you are someone out there who has the zeal, who has the willingness to provide that deliverance for their family, you can do it. Let this July 4th be an eye opener for you. Let it be that turning point for you. Because at certain point in time, somebody will be like, I am tired of being tired. It's not a bad thing. To me, I see it as a good thing. Once you have that feeling, that's your turning point. It means that God has answered your prayer. That's when you're going to take that massive action. That's when you're going to start asking around, what is going on? What is this, all this online digital business they're talking about? Tell me about it. How does it work? How can I get in this game? So that is my message for you today. And I really hope that you are having a beautiful, beautiful time with your family. And we continue to enjoy and thank people who provided this freedom for us. Then we go extra mile and provide freedom for our own individual families. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. And if you're joining me for the first time, this is Bernardine the Connector. I connect everyday people, professionals, individuals. It doesn't matter your background, to online opportunities, so you can start earning income online and enjoy life like everybody else. This is digital time. This is 2026. If anyone tell me that they're not earning money online at this time, I'm not sure what to tell you, because that is what is going on. Everyone is doing it. Everyone is earning money online, and you can do the same too. And we are more than happy to support you, to provide you guidance so that you can get in the game. It is absolutely important. All right, guys. If you are just joining us, please drop in the comment section where you're joining us from. If you're watching the replay, also drop in the comment section where you are watching from. We would like to know. So thank you so much for being our guest today. Do not give up on yourself. I want to leave you with this message. God loves you, and I love you too. And on top of that, believe in yourself, because I believe in you. You can do it. Do not be scared, because believe me, fear is one thing that holds people back a lot. But guess what? Fear is temporal, but guilt is permanent. When probably in the next 5-10 years, you see everybody super successful, and you'll be like, why did it not? What happened? Then the guilt is something you're going to carry forever. And that is not what we are trying to do. So it doesn't matter how fearful you are. It doesn't matter how skeptical you are, because I was fearful. I was, because I wasn't sure what this was all about. And I was also skeptical. But like I said, the main thing is go and get the knowledge. Get the knowledge. Ask for information. Send me a DM. Ask me to tell you a little more, because we cannot discuss everything in this little life. It's not possible. It's a lot of information. So send me a DM. I am more than happy to send you our free webinar so that you can watch and see what is going on. You're going to be wild because I was blown away, So enjoy your 4th. Happy 4th, everyone, once more. And I'm going to talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining us.